my channel Physio in Australia. In today's video, I am going to talk about can an international physiotherapist work in Australia based on the degree they have got from overseas. So if that's what you are interested in knowing, keep watching the video. So before we can understand that can we use our degree or not, let's try and understand how physiotherapy system work in Australia. So first of all, in order to work as a physiotherapist in Australia, you need to have registration with AHPRA. Once you have registration, then you can start working. So now the next thing is then how we can get registration with AHPRA, or what are the requirements to be able to register with AHPRA. So simple thing is that you need to have basic qualification in physiotherapy in order to go for registration. So you get a degree and then apply for registration, and then you are all good. So that is how the system is. But here the thing is that you need to meet Australian standard of physiotherapy in order to go for registration. What does I mean by that is that the qualification you have in physiotherapy should be matching with the Australian standard of physiotherapy. So let's say that I am Australian, I study in physiotherapy, I go to college and complete my physiotherapy degree. So the college I would be going for would be matching to Australian standards. So the qualification I would get will be equivalent to Australian standard because I have studied in Australia itself. So there is no issue or no problem at all. I just complete my degree, go for registration, and then start working. But what if you have got degree from overseas? Then can I use my degree which I have got from overseas here to apply for registration? So that is the today's question, and that is the confusion for many candidates, that can I use it or not. So let's say I have got degree from India, I am a physiotherapist, now I come to Australia, and can I now show these documents here to AHPRA and ask for registration? So is it possible? Can they are they going to validate my degree and give me registration? Well, the answer is sadly no. You cannot directly come here from any country and ask for registration based on the degree you have got from overseas. The reason behind it that it might not match with Australian standard of physiotherapy. So that is the understandable thing, that the degree you have got is not from Australia, so they might not meet Australian standards. So that is why you cannot directly use your degree. Now let's understand the another aspect of it, that as I mentioned that you cannot use it. Does it mean that I cannot, does it mean that the qualification I have got from overseas is of no value? Does it mean that it's not going to help at all? Does it mean that if I want to become physiotherapist in Australia, I will have to again go for studying here and then get qualification again and then can apply for registration and work as a physiotherapist? Does it mean that there is no meaning of me, or there is no use of the qualification I have got from overseas? Well, the answer is no, it is not like that. It is going to be useful. Your degree you have got from overseas is not going to be useless. So then how? So the answer is now here that you cannot directly use it, but you can indirectly use the degree you have got from overseas. Let's understand how. So there is a pathway called standard assessment pathway. You can use that pathway, and in that way you can use the degree you have got from overseas, and then you can apply for registration. So how it works is that you have got degree from overseas. On basis of that, you can apply for standard assessment pathway process. You will be showing all your documents, and then on the basis of it, they will let you go for steps of standard assessment pathway. They will make you sit for the exams, and they will give you a chance to prove it that you have got qualification or you have got enough knowledge to be able to work in Australia as a physiotherapist. So that is way that you can indirectly use your degree to go for standard assessment pathway. In that way, you will not be going for studying again here in Australia in order to become a physiotherapist, but you will be using a degree which you have got from overseas, and indirectly you will be able to be eligible to apply for registration, and then once you get registration, then you will be able to start working as a physiotherapist. So that is how you will be able to use a degree which you have got from overseas to become a registered physiotherapist in Australia. So let's say I have completed my 12th standard, and now if I want to go for standard assessment pathway, then I won't be able to, because that is only for overseas qualified physiotherapists. That means that you must have already got a degree from your home country, and you will use that degree, and on the basis of it you will get entry into standard assessment pathway and be eligible to go for it, and then can get a registration and start working as a physiotherapist. So that is how you can use your degree from overseas to be able to become a registered physiotherapist in Australia. I hope it makes sense, and I hope it can be helpful for some people who are willing to become a physiotherapist in Australia and they have already got degree from overseas. So if you found it helpful, please like, share, subscribe and comment down if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.